Waffles is back to the virtual world after a little bit of a hiatus. And what, is this going to be your first live stream since you've semi-retired?
Yes, it will. And I have felt that I've gained a lot of experience in the last few months and that I have increased a lot of wisdom in that time. And this will be a completely different experience in terms of my previous debates compared to what you've seen before, because the amount of knowledge and wisdom that I felt that I've accumulated in these months has been a lot more compared to what I've been going off in the previous time when I was only doing YouTube as theoretical videos, because now the words that I will say in the stream are going to be mainly based on the experience that I've accumulated, which I think will be a lot more beneficial to the audience and a lot more substantial in terms of the...
Okay, so the topic of this debate is going to be, what do we say? Is looks the only thing that matters, or how would you...
No,
game.
The main thing that I want to bring forward to this debate, and the main reason I messaged you for introducing this topic, was because I believe that game doesn't exist, and if anything, it is actually detrimental to men's dating success. Game is actually a negative. And the more you try to learn game, then it will actually hurt your chances. And I've come to this conclusion, not because I've pulled a bunch of hot air theories out of my ass, but because it's from my own experience. The game is worthless and it actually hurts your chances as a man. And the only thing that matters, well, the only things that matter as a guy...
Well, let's just establish the debate proposition, then we can get into the actual debate.
Okay, so my debate proposition, I used to say that what matters as a guy is looks, exposure, and social skills. But nowadays, from my experience, all that matters is your looks and exposure. And any game that you have is actually going to hurt your chances. That's my debate.
What do you mean by exposure?
Exposure means how many girls you are able to introduce and make a connection with, whether it be from...
Just being around women.
Okay.
Yeah. Exposure is dating apps. So every single time your profile gets shown on a woman's iPhone, that is a exposure because it's an impression that the girl has seen your dating profile. Or if you're doing an approach through either a daytime conversation or a nighttime conversation, then that is a new exposure. And the more exposure you have, then that's going to increase, that volume, that exposure. And the more game you have is actually going to detriment your exposure so much that it decreases your overall success in the dating world as a